Welcome back to the College MyCareer on 2K26. We are back with our sharpshooting slasher shooting guard with the Vols, where we are finding ourselves 5-1 on a 4-game winning streak, coming off of our back-to-back victories against Baylor and Washington. Looking at the league stats, AJ DeBansta starting to climb the points per game ladder, but we are still the king at 22.5. You got Acuff at 4, Sturts at 5, Holloway. So you got 2 Alabamas in the top 6. Darren Peterson at 7, Nate Ahmet with 15.5, 8 and 2, a very good number 2 option to my number 1 option. Cameron Boozer only 15 averages, but when it comes to the rebounds, he's averaging almost 13 and he's leading the entire league. He's doing his job as a more defensive player. You got Sanak Jr. at number 2, Ahmet number 5, and then assist, us and Braden Smith, the point guard for Purdue, are leading the league tied at 7 so far, and Smith also leading the steals per game average as we get ready for this video. We are playing 2 more games in this one. First up, we got Texas Tech, as we are looking at the power rankings right here. And then after that, we're going to be playing our second SEC game. If you guys remember, Alabama's the one game we've lost, an SEC game, and we are playing against the Auburn Tigers, who you're about to see here as we're scrolling further down. They're 2-3 right now, a better roster than their record would say, but still. Arizona 1-5, that is crazy. Baylor, once again, I'm seeing a lot of teams that we already beat. Ohio State there, Texas Tech, who we play next. A lot of people are talking in the media about how Tennessee may be 5-1, but we are incredibly overrated as we're about to jump in this game against JT Toppin and the Texas Tech Raiders. This is our first game, but everyone thinks our wins have been against bad teams, so maybe we're getting a schedule break early. A lot of the teams we've played so far have been negative in record, but all we can do is play who's in front of us. Let's get it going against the Raiders right now and see how we can do. Amari Evans dishing it to me at the top of the key. Here comes the screen. I got some space. Green for Steve, and that's going to be 3 on the board to start it right away. Okapora in the post, going to dish it back out. I'll take that from Gillespie. Get a little screen from Okapora himself. 3-2 right now. They're going to leave me enough space again, and that's another green for Steve. 6 right away, and that's been one of my biggest struggles. My slashing has been my main form of scoring, but it has been hard to get open looks. I probably could have fired away that one too, but I'm starting to get more warmed up of how to get 3s in this mode, and Ahmet is the best roll 2 guy whenever I'm looking to pick up some assists. Got 2 in this one right now, but Texas Tech's hanging around. Toppin gonna find a potential layup. No, great defense from the interior, and we're out running on the break. That's gonna be a green layup. No, but we do get fouled by JT Toppin himself, and we're gonna be going to the free throw line. I thought we might have got a animation right there where we could have put him on the poster, but that first one is green, second one is green as well. A quick 8 points for Stephen Ball, who has been involved with every basket out in transition. Hey, what's up? Hello. Oh, big. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. That kid can fly. 14-10. Ball looking to get the pick and roll, and alley-oop to Okapora, who's going to lay it in on the reverse. What a nice play for the center right there. That could have been blocked, and that'll be the end of a quick first quarter. Texas Tech hanging around, not doing bad per se. Their defense has been solid, but we're still getting to our spots, getting our transition dunks, getting our assist. But we are finna get subbed out here, and it's only a 6-point game here about halfway through the second quarter. I'm not going to complain about that. Top of the key, not going to use my screen. I'll take the ball myself. Tennessee up 6. Here comes the screen. I'm going to tween. Can I cut to the basket? That lay-in goes in on Superstar. Those Reds never go in. I'm surprised, but I will take the 2 points. Nice lay-in there from Ball. As we're back on offense, do they give me enough space? Let me hit Estrella and add on my 4th assist. Tennessee only up 4 here. Last play of the second quarter before we head on into halftime. Gillespie with the ball. Can I make some magic happen? We're going to hit Mazbaba in the corner. Might have had an open shot right there. 3 seconds. We got to go. Pick and roll. Okapora gets it off at the buzzer. And Tennessee, a high-scoring first half. Texas Tech desperate for their first win at 0-3. They're hanging around, but Tennessee's playing some really solid offense right now, consistently getting to our spots, sharing the ball. Defensively, we got to pick it up, though. JT Toppin is green to open the second half. They're not playing around. The Red Raiders only down 3 here. It's going to be a missed shot right there. I'm on the board. I'm on the glass. Let's go in transition. That's Gillespie. I'm going to cut, give and go again. That has worked consistently this year. That's another 2. 14, 1 and 5 for Ball, getting involved everywhere with this first rebound. Here's another screen. Is that an open 3? It sure is. 49-39, 10-point lead for the Vols as Ahmed is going to slam that one home. Goodness gracious, starting to get some separation now. 51-39, our defense has been activated. Only 2 points this whole third quarter for the Raiders, and the Volunteers keep progressing their lead. That's another open 3! It is eyeball! 15-point lead as the Red Raiders use a timeout. Nice shot right there to get it to 15. Tennessee with a commanding lead, though. Gillespie leading it up the court. He's sagging off. Why don't you step up? That's another one! Green! Gold Deadeye. We got the shooting badges, and we're about to get subbed out again. This went from a close first half game, as I am feeling myself now. My best jump shooting game by far. Pretty sure we just tied our season high as Toppin's driving to the paint. Good defense. Good defense. I'll grab the board as well. Out in transition. Amari Evans to the paint. Amari Evans is looking back out to me. Let me get a little screen going with Armet. Too much space. Grrr. Another one. And Ball is at 27 right now. Here we go. A little bit left in the game. Texas Tech did make it closer. Only down 11. 2 minutes. We would have to blow this significantly. I think this game's just going to be a highlight tape, though. Armet, pick and roll. That is going to be a reverse lay. Beautiful from Ball. That's green, 29. We get the steal, Okapora. Can I hit 30? Out in transition. Hey! Our first 30 ball in college comes at home against Texas Tech. 31-3-7. And this is a game that you could look back on and potentially be like, hey, Stephen Ball, that kid is the college MVP. It's a 15-point win. Texas Tech falls to 0-4. And like I said in the last video, you're starting to see which teams are going to fall out of playoff contention. Not saying Texas Tech's season is over as we win player of the game again, but we're up to 6-1. I like our chances. There are still a handful of teams that have not won a game or their records are just looking really rough. Our 3-point record as well with 5 threes, 31 points. Ahmet with 10-10-1, 2-2. Goodness. Okapora with 10-8-2-1. Really solid all-around day for the squad. Good supporting cast showing out for the star, Stephen Ball. Now it's time to get serious, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at our current schedule. We've beaten Iowa, Baylor, Iowa State, Ohio State, Washington, Texas Tech, lost to Bama. It's time for our second SEC game, and Auburn is 0-4. They beat Iowa State close, lose to Arkansas bad, lose to Cincy close, beat St. John's bad, only lose by 8 to Bama, and lose close to Louisville. So that's what I'm seeing from this Auburn team as we have upped our averages even more in terms of points per game. But Auburn is a squad, really good point guard. The rest of their squad, pretty average on hand. But I think with how close they're competing in these games, we need to give them the benefit of the doubt. Plus, they're at home as we're looking at the updated standings. The current number 2 team in the nation behind Michigan State. Duke is 5-1. Oklahoma 4-0. The Fighting Illini, along with Purdue and Texas, are 4-1. Louisville, Arkansas 4-2. Kentucky, Syracuse 3-1. Houston's 2-0. Michigan 4-3. Someone else beat Bama. They're 3-2. UConn, Iowa, UCLA, and Missouri 2-2. Florida 2-2. NC State. Kansas is 1-1. BYU and Nebraska 2-3, along with USC, Gonzaga. Washington 2-4. They're getting some more dubs. Auburn 2-4. St. John's 1-3. Arizona got another dub along with Iowa State. They're 2-5. Baylor 1-4. Kansas State 0-3. North Carolina 0-5. Wow. So obviously the guy to watch in this one is Tahid Pettiford and the rest of their 77 overall starting lineup. He's going to be the star today. Gillespie, going to have his work cut out for him, but I plan to expose my matchup at the shooting guard position. We are 0-1 in SEC games, and this is one that it feels like Auburn could really use here at home, so we are not expecting a blowout in any fashion. I'm expecting a good quality close game against these Auburn Tigers. Perhaps a high-scoring game depending on how good Gillespie plays on Pettiford. Here we go. SEC game number 2. The 6-1 Vols win the tip in their gray jerseys, taking on Auburn at 2-4 at home. Pick and roll to start the day. I'll pick it up. Let's get this out so we don't turn it over. Here we go. Screen from Okapora. Ball has some space. Step back 3 is green! Grrr! To open the day. That's how you open this SEC matchup. Auburn would respond with 2, but I have an open lay. How is that not green? Ament's going to hit the reverse on the offensive rebound, and he has been such a fun teammate to play with. He is cold, I'll be honest. Pettiford, he is leading it up the court. He's got the star next to his name, and I'm going to get beat on the cut and one! Nice play from the shooting guard I was disrespecting to start the day, and he's going to knock this free throw down. Goodness. All tied up at 5. That's a bad defensive play for Ball. Pettiford at the top of the key. He's got open space. Tried to help on the lay. Not there in time. That's a good take for Pettiford. Auburn up 2 here at home. Let's respond. Here comes a screen from Okapora. Do I have space to slash? Can I tween? Tween, green! That did not... I don't think I deserved that, but I'll take it. 7-7. 5-1 for Ball right now. 3:33 left in this first quarter. Pettiford off of the screen. He's going to get by Gillespie, but that's good defense. It misses. Do I have the speed in transition to... Hey! On his head top, Tennessee reclaims the lead. 9-7. I've got 7 of our 9. Pettiford leading it up again. We got another screen. Is that pick and roll going to be good? But he will take the lay. Gets swatted out of bounds. Amari Evans. Great defensive play from our wing. Pettiford over to Hall. Down in the pace, guarded by Ament. I wouldn't test him. Pettiford going to go step back. Tween, swing the rock. And then, why am I going for the board? That's a green cash 3. I clearly got to give more respect to the guy I'm guarding and the guy who's guarding me. Bro is kind of balling out right now. The ball's up 1, though. Let's see if I can get a little ISO game going with him. Hand it off to Ament. Over to Grant Hurst. Split second open 3, not going to take it. Pick and roll. Ament, that's cash. Nice lay. There we go. Auburn down 3, but they're keeping up with the Vols right now. O'Porum, top of the key, going to hand it off. Pettiford's got a lane for the lay. That's easy for Auburn. Star point guard starting to show out for the Tigers. Subbed back in here in the second quarter. We're still up 2, pretty much the same spot we were in the first quarter. Not going to get mad at Coach there. I got to stick on this guy, though. Mushalik, or whatever his name, Mucinex, allergy medicine. I'm guarding him. Super close. Down 2. Williams with the ball, swinging it over. Pettiford. Who else, you know? O'Porum. Opium? On the wing, swings it over. Williams has a crease for the lay. Going to step back. Going to drive to the paint. Straight up defense. Finish that? No. What are we talking about? 30s on the board. 2.5 left in this first half. Ball. Little spin move action. Little drive to the cup. It's no good. Okapora gets the offensive board. We got another try. Knotted up at 30 here. Ament is going to give me some space. That one gets punched down. Tennessee back up 2. Playing solid on the road here so far, but Auburn is getting buckets, man. They're keeping it close. 2 minutes left in this first half. Straight 1s on the board for my stats. Open 3. Pettiford cash. They reclaim the lead. Auburn making us fight. I got 11-1-1 right now. Make a wish. 32-33 Ball. Here comes the screen from Ament. Does he have a lane? I throw the turnover. I'm panicking. Don't do a jump pass. And another lay for my arch nemesis, Mucinex. 35-32 Auburn. Can't let them go on a run here. Cannot let them get momentum. Boswell over to me. Here comes a screen. Take on baby Steve. I've got space. I'm in outer space. And 1! Nate Ament as I'm freestyling. Gonna throw it on his head. Goodness gracious, and the free throw, nothing but net. I was worried about momentum. Nate Ament just got it all back there. Tied up at 35. A minute 15 left in this first half. Gillespie, dude, does he have enough space? He's going to hit. Mazmaba, what a diamond, what a finish. Never seen him do anything, but that's a good three from Mazmaba and at a very crucial moment. Pettiford, his shot is no good. Am I out close enough in transition? That's going to be a good recover. Let me just give it to Okapura, who wins his one-on-one. 40-37. Straight fireworks in this first half. Here comes the last play. 10 seconds for Pettiford. He just missed. Can he find a bucket here? 5, 4. Gonna swing it over. I've got Mucinek's hand in the face is no good. And we go into halftime. Man, what an offensive shootout right now. We're playing good. I've turned the ball over a few too many times, but Auburn's getting buckets, dude. Mucinek's is doing good. Pettiford's doing good. Me and Ament throwing blow for blow right now. And we got a 3-point advantage to start the second half. We have been a second half team this season. I will say that confidently, but Pettiford's been balling, man. Auburn, open J, bank shot from the elbow. That was tough. 40-39. Ball's only up 1. We are competing right now with Auburn, but that's a nice tween. Hey, what? It missed. I was going to slam on his head, and it missed. I got to recover here. Mazdana, Mucinek's going to go behind the back. That's a steal. Can I get it out in transition? In the corner, Ament going to take it to the rack. What a play. My goodness, Ament is tough. 1-point lead for the Vols here. Auburn is doing everything they can. That's a mislay. Ament on the board. Out to Gillespie. We get another shot. Man, these guys are really testing me on offense here. Okapura on the screen. Do we have an assist here? We certainly do, Okapura. Tough finish on the roll. 3-point advantage. Pettiford comes up again. Got a screen. They're going to get by it. That's going to be an easy response for the Tigers. A momentum play. Feels like we've been up 1-3 the entire match. 4.5 left in this third quarter. Gillespie goes to the wing. We get the ball here. Little ISO game. Okapura. Does he have space? Do I have space? What? A charge? And it's Pettiford. Getting the camera work right there. That's a second foul for me that I really did not need to pick up right there. Mucinek's no good. That's scary. If he would have hit that, I would have been scared. But I am going to take advantage of my transition game. That'll be back to a 3-point lead. Auburn's really done a solid job on me. I've only got 13, but 5 assists. You know, I'm playmaking, keeping my averages up. Back in the corner, I've got Mucinek shooting now. Now he's in his own head. That's what I'm talking about. Out in transition, do I have space? I'm going to find a lane. Green! Lay! Like the chips. 48-43. 5-point game for the Volunteers. Pettiford trying to get it back. No good. That scared me. I thought it was in, but no one's close to me for the easy slam. That'll be a timeout for Auburn. 7-point advantage. Now we're getting in a groove. We can run away with this in the fourth quarter. I am A-okay with that. Auburn had me scared for a little bit. 9-point game. Don't want to get cocky. Williams open for 3. I got to stop talking. I got to stop talking. Great shot there from Williams. Armani Evans, can he respond? Gonna go up with some BS, and that's no good. Why are we shooting that? 6-point game. Third quarter, that's gonna be... God, what a play. What a play. 4-point game, ball still up. This game just keeps getting closer. 1:08 left in this third quarter. Gotta take a water break right here. A little electrolyte action for your boy. That's an open 3 for Williams again. He missed it. But the fact that those shots are scaring me is something to be concerned about. If we can make it to March Madness, which I'm assuming we will, that's going to be tough. Win or go home is always a tough situation. Here we go. That's open space. That's a green lay. Good job. Good take. I don't know if we have had a game under 20, but I don't know if we had a game under 15. We're at 19-1-5 right now. 6-point lead, but it keeps going back down to single digits. That's 4. Last play of this third quarter. I'll take the rock. I want the last shot. I want it in my hands. Nice screen right there. Do I have space? Easy punch right there. 56-50. Does Auburn get anything up here from half court? He's taking his sweet time. That's one of the things in the game we could probably fix. But that is no good from half court. A 6-point advantage for Tennessee. Let's see if we get subbed out here. And hopefully we can come back in with the lead. Getting subbed back in. 6-point advantage. I'm cool with that. That's where we were. 3:40 left in this ball game. The Volunteers doing an excellent job converting, but we could be playing better defense. Gillespie, gonna use my screen. Back to me, kicking out to Arment. What a nice pass from your boy. That'll be the 6th assist, and Arment is cash from there. Pettiford had an open 3, but instead he's gonna feed the low man who's gonna miss. Nice forward. We're out in transition. That's gonna be Arment. What a dirty spin move. We're up 11. Just a quick 5-0 run is all we needed. Nate Arment carried the game just as much as I did today. 23, 3, and 7 are my final stats. I'm pretty sure Arment had 20, but it'll be a 10-point win, sending a 2-4 Auburn team to 2-5. That's a good team. I could see them picking it up and cracking like the 13 or the 12 seed in March Madness and definitely being a threat. Pettiford, cash, the guy I was guarding. He missed some threes, but still had a productive day. And I feel like Bruce Pearl in their offense, they just know how to move in rotation. That's Pettiford and the guy I was guarding with 17 apiece. Pettiford had 2 steals, 6 assists. What a good game from him. I think they do need better support, though. I mean, overall, not a bad game from them. And Arment with 21, 11, 5, 2 steals, and a block. With my 6 turnovers, yeah, give him player of the game. He had more threes than me as well. Okapora did good. Estrella, 6 points. Would like to see us not be so top-heavy, but other than that, I mean, I do think me and Arment are good enough of carrying us to the national championship. So that's going to be it for this video. Y'all have been going so stupid on the March Madness My Career videos as well as the March Madness video. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to have my Sims up soon in anticipation for the tournament. But I appreciate y'all so much. If you're new here, feel free to subscribe, tell your friends about it. This is my college My Career. I also play college football quite frequently and just whatever I feel like doing. So I appreciate y'all for being here. Have a great day. Peace.